Hey everybody, what's up? Yeah, I just got out of the Dollar Tree to buying, I guess now 2.5 liters of soda. Yeah, weird. Yeah. But anyway, I thought I'd kind of talk a little bit about what's going on with my. Basically, I wanted to answer a question. Give me for a second. Hold on. Diesel fuel trucks can't win. But anyway, like I was saying, I wanted to answer the question of what is a CAW League? You know, I talked about this previously before, but I thought I'd answer it again. You know, people always ask me, what is a CAW League? Well, a CAW League is basically CAW is short, CAW is short for created wrestling or created wrestler. Basically what that means is with games like WWE 13 or the upcoming 2K14 or the TNA Impact game, maybe the Lucha Libre game, and even games of the past like ECW Hardcore Revolution, WCW Mayhem, and such. Basically what CAW is, a created wrestler is, it allows you to basically create your own wrestler or diva / knockout women's wrestler in it, and it could be any creation you want. It could be a created character from a show, like a cartoon series or a movie or whatever, comic books. It could be a created character from a superstar or woman wrestler from another promotion. Or it can be your own original character. It could be you in the game as a wrestler or women's wrestler. It could be you. Or a family member or a friend. Whatever you want. That's basically what CAW is. Now, it also stands, like I say, for creative wrestling. Now, what that also means is that some games, like those that I mentioned, and the most recent ones, like, say, 13, 12, and 2K14, I'm thinking 2K14 is going to have it. They should. Creative wrestling allows you to create your own promotions, your own fantasy promotions. Basically, like, basically, it allows you to be somebody in charge of your own promotion. Like, who would your superstars and be, who would your male and female competitors be, and stuff like that. It also allows you to, if it allows it, to create your own championships. Sometimes games will allow you to, right from scratch, create your own titles. Or they'll already have what is known as template titles already in place, and they'll allow you to modify them to be whatever championship you want. And you can even name them. Another thing about creative wrestling, CAW, if you will, allows you to create, if the game allows you to, and like I said, 12, 13, and hopefully 2K14 have done this, it allows you to create your own arena, your own section of venues and arenas for your own, let's say, weekly or bi-weekly shows, or monthly, weekly or bi-weekly shows. Your own monthly or bi-monthly CPVs, which is created per views, basically the CAW pay-per-views, which you could put on places like YouTube, Blimp, and Daily Motion. That's basically what created wrestling and created wrestler means. That's what CAW means, basically, in a sense. Now, why do people do this? I'm pretty sure you want to know. They do this because, like I said, it allows them to kind of be like the person in charge of their own promotion. It allows them to, like, say, let's say they create a character version of Superman. It allows them to face off against a created version of, let's say, Spider-Man. It allows them to do stuff like that. It even, like I said, lets them live out a fantasy. There have been some community creations that I've seen people upload, and that's one thing they allow you to do, is upload your own CAWs and stuff like that. But of upload, storyline wise, and that's another thing too, it allows you to create your own stories. But I have seen where stories have been created, and basically it's been created for people to live out their fantasies. Like some people will go out and say, and create a story where it's TNA versus WWE, or Ring of Honor versus TNA, or it's a four-way battle. It's a four-way promotion versus promotion deal. And you have companies like, WWE versus TNA versus Ring of Honor versus CZW. You get all these promotions facing against each other. Facing each other. And it's basically allowing the person that creates that story and creates or downloads the created characters that other people put up, of, like I say, superstars and divas, it allows them to play out that fantasy, because as of right now, there's no way that fantasy will become a reality. But it allows them to play it out. It allows them to actually live that fantasy out in their own ways. And again, because it won't, and again, they do it because it won't happen in real life, not as we speak. But that's mainly that's one of the main reasons CAW leagues or created leagues are around. And it's not just with wrestling games. You have sports games like football and baseball at times that, well, in the past, and I think at times it still let you create your own teams, and you could play them against other created teams. You could play them against established teams. Doesn't matter. I have NCAA football, I think, 12 or 7? I think it's 12. 12 or 11 or 10. I can't remember. And, hold on for a second. And it allows me, basically, ladies and gentlemen, it basically allows me to like I said, it basically allows me, if you will, to create, or anybody else to create their own teams and face them against each other. Like one of my personal things to do, whether it's the NCAA football or the Madden games of the past, I like to create my alma mater, my high school alma mater. And I like to create sometimes created teams of schools that we faced. And basically at times, depending on the schedule, the teams will either face each other or not. So you see, it's just not limited to that. And you also have things like the UFC games that allow you to do that, as far as I know. And you can have your own created CFC, CAW Fighting Championship, if you will. That's basically what you have. Your own CFC created fighting championship. So that is basically, so again, CAWs are not limited to just what you see with wrestling, not just limited to wrestling. You could have it's in other sports games. It's even in fighting games. Like, let's say, hold on for a sec. Like I said, it's even in fighting games. Like I said, one of them, I don't know if it was Armageddon, I think. One of the only Mortal Kombat games that allow you to create yourself. It's in there. It's in the recent Soul Calibur games. Basically, it's not just limited, like I said. And by having this option, people could create what they want. And like I said, especially with sports games, create their own leagues of promotions. And I think it's even in boxing games as well. So, again, created leagues are not just limited, CAWs are not just limited to wrestling, but that's basically what CAWs are. Created CAWs are, CAWs are. CAWs or CAS, CASs, if you will, as they call them. CAFs, like Creative Fighter, which is short for Creative Fighter. That's basically what they are. Or CATs, Creative Team. That's basically what they are. So, until next, so that's basically what CAWs, CAS, CAFs, if you will, are all about, and that's why people enjoy playing them and playing as them. So that's all I'm going to say. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll talk to you.